Good morning or good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays and welcome back to the channel. Today we have Hold My Kebab. We have quite a few replays that we are recording in time for the update, and seeing as I'm at home at the moment, I'm off work for a few days, the kids are at school, the wife's at work, so I thought I would actually catch up on some recording, and that's something I haven't really had much time to do lately, but it is something I want to carry on doing. I want to actually do replays every day eventually. They might not be Hold My Kebab or Hold My Replays. It might just be a top quality game like yesterday or like this morning, where we post one battle that's worth posting up on its own. So today we have two replays. We have the Hori Type 2 and we have the grill. It's all about the TDs today, and the Hori Type 2 on mine ruins. This is a good tank, but it's actually a tank that I don't really play so often. That's the same with most tier 9s. Once you get the tier 10, you don't really go back to play it. Now, the Hori Type 2 has very stiff competition for TDs in tier 9. I think it's definitely the best tier for TDs in the game. There is so many good TDs in tier 9. You have the T30, you have this tank, you have the Foch, you have the Waffle, which is probably my favourite tier 9 TD. You have, of course, the DPM machines, the Jag Tiger, the SU122. There's plenty of TDs in tier 9, good TDs. So this has very stiff competition, but it's still a really good tank. The tier 10 is probably better, but this is just as nice, especially when you play it right, especially when you're top tier and you play it like this guy does. Is it Misaka? So mine ruins, he already has 2 kills. He has lost half of his hit points though, so he does need to be very careful. Now, I like his move here in going to help his team deal with the 1-1-2, the Glacial, just so they can deal with him a lot quicker, especially when he bounces or misses his shot like he does. But his team is dying around him. Everyone's bouncing except for our guy in the Hori. He actually hits every single one of his shots. He makes every single one of his shots count. Misaka, that's who we've got. So now he has to be very careful. He's actually done really good. He's done a really good job at the moment. 3.4k damage. He's about to do another shot there. Nice high roll there at 700, and that puts him above 4k already. The enemy team are winning on supremacy points. It is a 4 versus 4. There goes the AMX 5120 to bring it now down to a 3-on-4. But there is a one shot. Hopefully he can high roll. He is going to go for the HE. Doesn't quite get him with 1 HP. 1 HP. That was a low roll there with the HE, but it was still not a bad pen. Now he's going to keep up with the HE. Hopefully get some nice high roll. He doesn't. Now this tank, as you can see, both of them shots was in the 500s with HE. You might as well not even risk it and just go for the AP. So the HE doesn't seem too good in this tank. So, but it is still now a 3-on-3. His Tortoise is very low hit points, especially if he allows this Borzik to come up behind him. He will be able to take him out, and he gets a lovely bounce. Nice clutch shot there. That was a lovely clutch shot. But again, for the second time in one battle, he has brought a tank down to 1 hit points. He's going to reload. He is going to take him out. Now, the enemy are still winning on supremacy points. It's a 2-on-2, but the VK, I mean, he's not the best of players, and he's just bleeding hit points there. 8 HP. Can he clear the Jag Tiger? He has to clear the Jag Tiger before he gets any damage done to him. There goes the VK, but there goes the Jag Tiger, and now he is on his own against the VK 100. Now, the VK 100, he's just got to see this out. They are winning on supremacy points. I mean, it's not a quick tank, and it's not a great player. It's not a great player whatsoever. When you have a player that's called player with no clan and no camo, you already know he's not going to be the best of players. But he is going to get one more shot in before our guy just reloads. He is going to use the premium AP on this just to get the kill. Well played indeed. 7,200 damage. He gets the ace. Nice amount of credits as well. He gets 6 kills, so he gets the Paul's medal. 1,775 base XP. Well done, Misaka. Thank you for sending me that replay. Next up, we have Snipers, and he is in the grill. Another TD that I really, really love. Not a lot of people like the grill. There's so many people that don't like the grill, mainly because they love the waffle. Then they go to the grill and they just don't like it. But I love the grill. I absolutely love the grill. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Wargaming should have never have nerfed it back in the day. They nerfed its speed, I think, and they nerfed its traverse. And it did kind of make it a little bit poor. But not so poor that you wouldn't go and play it. I mean, they just made it a little bit worse. But it's still been a nice tank, and I've always enjoyed playing it, especially recently as they have updated, or they have buffed the DPM on the thing, the reload, ever so slightly, but it is still a buff. So any buff to tanks I play is more than welcome, in my opinion. Doesn't mean it needs it, and I don't think it needed a DPM buff. Maybe just a traverse, traverse speed or speed would have done the job. But this is what I love about the grill, and I've done so many videos about it, where you can sit at the back of the map, you can snipe, and because you have that speed, you can get across the map, relocate very, very, very quickly. So he's just going to sit here at the start of the map while his team have spotted the enemy team. There's going to be plenty of shots to be taken, and all whilst the enemy are there is no point him moving or relocating, because he is going to get the shots off. There's the Bajetto. Unfortunately, the rock's in the way. He does manage to get a nice shot there, puts him on fire, and does almost 1,000 damage to that Bajetto, bringing him down to a 1 shot. His team is losing. Can he get a shot in that Centurion? Oh, I don't even know if that hit or not. He's on 2,100 damage at the minute, but there is still a couple of 1-shots, but there's also quite a few hit points to get through, just like this E100. So he gets a nice shot there in the E100, but all of a sudden it is a 3 versus 6. 3 versus 6, a lot of work to do. Don't turn your turret E100. He is going to turn his turret. So now he has to use the heat. He is going to get the blind shot again. Not quite sure if that penetrated at the moment, because he was unspotted. So now it is 3 TDs against 6 tanks, but all 3 TDs are still full hit points. And now he's going to use that opportunity to relocate, because he knows that the red team are going to come from this direction, and he's going to try and get as close to his platoon mate as he possibly can, because the platoon mate is in a Jaeger. So if the medium tanks, which there is 3 of, if they rush the guy, then there's not much the Jaeger is going to be able to do. So the grill, the snipers, is going to relocate. Good work there until he spots the Centurion, and he's hopefully going to try and get a shot. Again, he rushed the shot. It makes him spotted, and he misses. He should have just took a little bit more time with that. He would have brought him down to a 1-shot, but he wanted to be quick. He didn't want to stay out in the open too much, and he just fluffed his shot. So you can see him looking around the map, just making sure his platoon mate's okay, which is a great awareness. He's just saying, okay, you're okay, so I'm going to try and deal with this Centurion. He does get a shot in him, and his platoon mate does take out that standard B to bring it now down to a 3-on-5. But his platoon mate has been bleeding hit points. He is about to die. There we go. He is now dead, and it is a 2 versus 5. 2 turretless TDs. Well, 1 turretless TD and a tank with no armor against 5 tanks is already a difficult job. But Snipers here, he's not going to give up that easily. He's on 3.9k damage. He's playing it very, very risky there, because he was spotted, and he gets a lovely bounce. 640 block damage there. Now that was just lucky, and that's the thing with the grill. You can actually bounce more shots than you think, because of the tracks are so big, because of the gun is so big. When people start shooting your gun with HE, then the gun is so big that it's not even going to be enough to do any splash damage, so it does 0 damage. So 640 block damage, 2 kills, and it is a 2 versus 3. But again, there is a couple of low hit point tanks. Oh my god, he's going to get that shot. The Foch takes out the T30. Well played there. The Foch, they both went for the right target. He could have I mean, I'm surprised they both didn't go for the Death Star, because he is the most dangerous target. But of course, the Death Star, what did I mean? That kind of shit happens all day long. And this Death Star must be so frustrated. He's just cost them the game by shooting the gun of the grill. Not his fault, it happens. But I mean, that was a 1400 block damage shot because he shot HE at the gun. And now all of a sudden it is a 2 versus 1. That shot there from the E100 would have killed him if the Death Star would have taken him out, but he misses that shot. He now needs to get around the building before this E100 reloads. The Foch is just going to carry on capping, which I suppose is the right decision. And again, he gets lucky there that the grill is not using HE. He manages to stay alive a little bit longer, enough to take the grill out for his 4th kill. So well played there. That game just goes to show how to play the grill and how lucky you can be in the grill for when people start shooting your gun. 8,133 damage. Thanks guys for sending me those replays. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy and I'll catch you soon.